fast forward to the American Gangster album, and there's a song called No Hook on that album. And he said, so fuck DeHaven for caving. That's why we don't speak. Made men aren't supposed to make statements. What was that about?
That was about the YouTube. You know, I mean, I know, Vlad, you familiar with, I did a YouTube years ago where I lashed out on them. I lashed out hard body on them. Like, so that was the answer and the reaction to that YouTube. And that was it. And that's what provoked it, the YouTube. You provoked him to do American Gangster, and then he said he come back and said I was a snitch. We just went through with this fed shit and with snitches and all this other shit, which was, like I said, I think of it as a death sentence if you call somebody that. But I understood where he came from and the anger came from, you know, from the YouTube, from the things I said. I be questioned about that all the time. Would I take it back? I think I definitely take it back, but it'd be the same in a different language, and that's the language that I pretty much should have been using to get my point across, because people took that as a lot of hate, and then that's the face that they remember to today. You get what I'm saying? So when Jay said that just goes on and on and on and on, and now that's just stuck in they stuck in their mind. So yeah, he said that, and did he mean it? And what he meant was two different things. I don't know if he really knew how much that could hurt me, but I knew what it hurted him, what I said.
Well, was he talking about anything specific? You know, because to give someone a snitch jacket, like you said, could be a death sentence.
Yeah.
Was he talking about a certain case, a certain something with anybody that he's affiliated with, something that someone went through? Like, you just throw that out. What's the context of it?
Thank you. See, if you would say, you cannot just throw that out. That's not where we come from. You cannot just throw that out. And he threw it out. But I understand, like I say, he's talking about coming on to the YouTube and spazzing out and all of that stuff. That's what the snitching, I guess that's the snitching. If that's what he want to call it. And like I said, there is no other reason why he would have said that. He can't prove another reason, but he knew what the streets and he knew what the people would perceive when he said that, though.
Right, because those YouTube videos, really, you weren't snitching on anybody. You were just,
right,
you know, kind of lashing out. It's not, you know, when you talk about snitching, you're talking about paperwork.
Exactly.
You know, you talk about the significance of calling someone a snitch. You could just fast forward to the Nipsey Hussle, you know, Eric Holder situation,
right,
where someone gets called a snitch and ends up killing that person moments later. It really gets that serious.
It is that serious. It is that serious. It's just that they changed the game to it says it don't get that serious. It really is that serious, man. And I don't know why they lightened it down and toned it down, but it really is that serious. You know, I don't play with that because you have to prove it. You know what I'm saying? You heard that. That's just the era and where I come from. Like, you can't be spreading a rumor. And then you can't spread a rumor and think that people can't question you about it. Like you're just too big to, okay, so what happened? What is this about? And people scared to ask you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's the bad part about it. You know what I mean? When you say stuff, that tongue is bad. You know, and he said that, but like I said, man, I know, and then being incarcerated and then knowing the right people, they already know that's false. You know what I'm saying? He lose points on that, you know, whether he care or not, but you know, that's stuff that he lose credibility on.